When your cat looks at you, what do they really see? You probably think they see their owner, maybe even their favorite person. But the truth is more interesting than that. Your cat doesn't see you the way humans understand relationships. And once you understand what they actually see, everything about your bond changes. Because every time your cat looks at you, they're not just looking, they're reading you, they're interpreting you, they're responding to you in a way that most people never even notice. And the biggest mistake most cat owners make: they try to understand their cat using human logic. But cats don't think like us, they don't love like us, and they definitely don't see the world the way we do. So if you've ever felt like, does my cat actually love me? Why is my cat so different from dogs? What is my cat thinking when they stare at me? This is where everything starts to make sense. 1. Your cat doesn't see you as just a human, but not exactly a cat either. A lot of people believe this simple idea. Cats think humans are just big cats. Sounds logical, right? But it's actually not completely true. According to animal behaviorist John Bradshaw, cats don't clearly separate humans into a totally different category the way dogs do. Dogs evolved alongside humans to follow commands, understand hierarchy, treat humans like leaders. Cats didn't go through that same evolution. Instead, cats kept most of their original social behavior. So what do they do with humans? They apply their cat behavior to us. That's why your cat rubs against your legs, headbutts you, grooms. Your hand slow blinks at you. These are not random, cute actions. These are cat-to-cat social signals. In the wild, cats use these behaviors to mark each other with scent, build trust, show comfort and familiarity. So when your cat does this to you, they're not treating you like an owner. They're treating you like part of their group. But here's where it gets deeper. Cats are actually very aware that you're different. You're bigger. You move differently. You don't hunt. Yet, they still choose to interact with you using their own rules. And that's important, because it means your cat isn't confused about you. They've simply accepted you into their social system. You're not above them. You're not below them. You're with them. And in cat psychology, that's a big deal, because cats don't form groups easily. They are selective. They are cautious. They are independent by nature. So if your cat treats you like another cat, that's not disrespect. That's inclusion. 2. When your cat brings you things, it's instinct, not always teaching. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood behaviors. Your cat walks up to you, drops something at your feet, and just stares. Sometimes it's a toy, a random object, or worse, something dead. And your first reaction is probably, why is my cat doing this? A common explanation you'll hear is, they think you're helpless, so they're teaching you how to hunt. And yes, that idea comes from something real. In the wild, mother cats bring prey to their kittens. They use it to teach survival skills. But here's the problem. Applying that directly to humans is an oversimplification, because your cat isn't literally thinking, wow, this human is useless, let me train them. Instead, what's happening is a mix of instinct plus social behavior. Let's break it down. Why your cat brings you things. 1. Hunting instinct. Cats are natural hunters. Even indoor cats still have prey drive chase instinct capture behavior. So when they catch something, they need somewhere to release that behavior. And often, that somewhere becomes you. 2. Social sharing. In cat colonies, food sharing can happen between familiar cats. not always, but it does occur. So, when your cat brings you something, it can be a form of sharing or offering, not because you're weak, but because you're part of their social circle. 3. Play invitation. Now this is the one most people miss. If your cat drops an object, looks at you, then gets excited, that's not teaching. That's an invitation. They're basically saying, "Hey, interact with this with me." That's why they bring toys. They wait, they react when you throw it. It's a game loop. So instead of thinking, "They're trying to raise me," think this: "They're including me in their natural behavior." And that's actually more meaningful, because it shows engagement, trust, and a desire to interact. 3. Your cat doesn't see your face clearly, but they still recognize you. Now, this one is fascinating. Have you ever brought your face really close to your cat and felt like they were just staring past you, almost like they're not fully focused? That's because cats don't see the world the way humans do. How cat vision actually works. Cats are slightly nearsighted, see less detail than humans, rely more on movement than sharpness. Their vision is built for detecting motion, hunting in low light, reacting quickly, not for recognizing fine details like faces. So, yes, if something is very close to their eyes, it can appear blurry. But here's the important part. This does not mean your cat can't recognize you, because cats don't rely on vision the way we do. Instead, they use 1. Smell. Your scent is like your identity to them. 2. Sound. They recognize your voice patterns. 3. Movement. The way you walk, sit, move your hands. All of that is unique. So even if your face isn't crystal clear to them, they know exactly who you are. In fact, they don't just recognize your appearance. They recognize your presence, your energy, your patterns, your consistency. And that's why your cat can wake up when you enter the room, react to your footsteps, calm down when you're nearby, even without directly seeing you. 4. Meowing is mostly for humans, and that's actually true. Now, this is one of the coolest things about cats. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. Instead, they use body language, scent signals, subtle sounds. Meowing is mainly used by kittens to communicate with their mother. It's a survival tool. I need food. I need warmth. I need attention. So why does your adult cat meow at you? Because they adapted. Your cat realized something very early. You don't understand cat language. You miss tail signals, ear positions, slow blinks. So what did they do? They switched to a sound you can't ignore. Meowing. And it gets even more interesting. Your cat doesn't just meow randomly. They develop a personalized communication system with you. Different sounds for food, attention, play, complaints. Over time, you and your cat build a shared language. That doesn't exist anywhere else, not in the wild, not with other cats, only between you and your cat. So when your cat meows at you, don't ignore it, because that sound exists because of you. 5. You are their safe place, and this is scientifically proven. Now, we get to the deepest part. For a long time, people believed cats are independent. They don't form emotional bonds like dogs. But that idea changed after a study by Oregon State University in 2019. What the study did: researchers placed cats in an unfamiliar room, allowed the owner to stay briefly, then removed the owner, then brought them back. What they found: around 60 to 65% of cats showed secure attachment. That means when the owner returned, cats relaxed, explored the environment, returned to calm behavior. When the owner left, they showed stress vocalization, withdrawal, why this matters. This is the same attachment pattern seen in human babies with caregivers. Let that sink in. Cats aren't just independent, distant, emotionless. They are capable of deep emotional bonding. What this means for you: your presence reduces their stress, increases their comfort, stabilizes their behavior. You are not just someone who feeds them. You are part of their emotional regulation. Final truth: your cat doesn't worship you like a dog doesn't ignore you either. They exist somewhere in between, more subtle, more quiet, but just as real. They accept you, communicate with you, trust you, and trust is everything for a cat. To your cat, you're not just a human. You're part of their world. You're familiar. You're safe. You're theirs. And if your cat can relax around, you sleep near, you show their true behavior around you, then you've already achieved something most people don't understand. You've become their home,